Donald Trump is not president anymore, and we have reporting for you right now on what's going on with Citizen Trump and escalating legal pressure engulfing him. He's facing now, get this, 29 lawsuits. Some seek damages from Donald Trump over his alleged incitement of that MAGA mob that stormed the Capitol infamously in the January 6th insurrection. And there are many different cases in New York. Manhattan DA Cy Vance has now 8 years of Donald Trump's tax returns and is interviewing Donald Trump's now famous former lawyer turned nemesis, Michael Cohen. This is actually the 8th interview since Cohen first started meeting with and apparently cooperating with the DA's office. It began when he was incarcerated. Now remember, Cohen went to prison for something that he did basically for Donald Trump, not necessarily for himself. And Cohen says the release of Trump's taxes, he views it as the beginning of the end. Vance's investigators have talked to Cohen about Donald Trump's top money man, Alan Weisselberg. And this is a key. Weisselberg knows where the money went, where it came from, how it was accounted for, whether things were lied about. Because when you lie to the government, it can be a crime. His name is literally on the checks. He also was not on that list of people that Trump pardoned on his way out of office. Now, maybe something happened that we don't know about, but even if he got some other secret federal protection, there's no legal reason that that would address the kind of state crimes that are at issue in these New York probes. And all this news adds to the intrigue that Weisselberg's former daughter-in-law is also cooperating with investigators. Her lawyer tells a Business Insider she refuses to be silenced any longer. She's committed to speaking the truth. And this is what might make Donald Trump as a citizen nervous. The truth from, quote, the past 25 years. And that's not all. As part of the update here, we can tell you that there's no sign that these things are winding down or just checking boxes. No, legally, while there's a lot of other things going on in the country right now, it looks like there's big news in New York because the DA just tapped a former federal prosecutor who literally put John Gotti behind bars. His name, Mark Pomerantz. He went after Gotti and several other big mafia figures. In other words, he plays tough and he knows how to win. And many Trump insiders have told us right here on the beat about the parallels between how Trump does business and how the mafia does business.
He was always playing the angles. This is what a grifter does. This is what a mafia boss does.
That was Tony Schwartz, who literally co-authored The Art of the Deal. Then there's Georgia. This is a whole different case against Citizen Trump, and the DA there is vowing to follow the facts. The case expected to hit the grand jury potentially soon. We don't even know whether the grand jury may have already begun proceedings. It's tight-lipped. The Atlanta Journal-Constitution reports that they are seeking subpoenas for documents and witnesses, and the possible charges could range from conspiracy to false statements to violating oath of office and even racketeering. Serious charges. And that last racketeering charge, well, the Fulton County DA's office has also been taking a move out of that New York playbook, bringing in the heavy hitters. This time, racketeering expert John Floyd. He wrote a book on the matter and has prosecuted top RICO cases in Georgia for the past 2 decades. Now, in theory, anyone convicted of racketeering can end up in prison for decades, up to 20 years. The takeaway? This is a new world for Citizen Trump. He no longer has the formal immunities that he benefited from as President Donald Trump. He also no longer has the legal firepower of the federal government, which in most cases uses these full-time, expert, powerful lawyers across the DOJ and other agencies to defend just about anything the president does. He's not president anymore. He's lost those informal shields. And that's why with everything else going on in America, there could be a lot more news we're going to keep track about Citizen Donald Trump.